Okay, there we go. Ho, ho, ho. All right, guys. It's 8 o'clock. Not on the night that we're normally here. What is tonight? It's December 3rd, which is a Thursday. My name is John Peasy, and welcome to Cool Crap We Love. The cool crap we all love. And tonight's really special because we've never done this during the holidays, and here we are. It's the holidays. It's here. It's pandemic holidays, and we thought it would be fun to just talk about all the movies that people watch when they were kids growing up. And I have, matter of fact, I'm not going to tell. I wait till we get in Mr. Pupaleo, but I have a movie that I'm going to have a quick contest with, and if anyone can figure out what it is, if any of you guys can figure out what it is, you will win a free prize. Yes, you'll win a free prize. Anyway, let's get started. And by the way, tonight we have Tom Cotter, really great stand-up comic, really good guy, nice family man, and he's here tonight as well. But first, welcome. Thanks for coming. If you like everything you see, like and subscribe and share. We're also on YouTube too, as well as Facebook.com/coolcrapwelove. And let me bring on the man, the guy who asked me to wear a Santa hat tonight. He's here. His name, he has a new name tonight. It's called Walt Big Santa Pupaleo.
What's happening, baby? TCB, baby.
What's up, Mr. Walt?
Hey, what's happening? Hey, listen, how long have we been off? 2 weeks?
I don't know. I've been off since I was 12 years old. That's what they tell me.
I think you,
I don't know. I think a couple weeks, right? A couple weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Well, we didn't do it last week because of Thanksgiving, and we didn't do it the week before.
Yeah, we've had a lot of stuff
you're too busy.
I'm too busy. Yeah, Peasy's
illegally doing shows.
Things are happening. Things are going on. Things are happening. I'm keeping it real. Yeah,
keeping it real, but
big stuff happening. Speaking of which, big stuff happening. This is a great item. I think I think we're a little premature, just like any other woman would say. I think we're premature on when we should have done this. I think another week or so would have been better. We're at December 3rd. It's a little early, but okay.
You know what the beauty of this is? We don't have to do it. We don't have to do it again. We could just replay this next week.
Yeah, next week. Next week we could do other ones. We, actually, first of all,
we're not going to get to them all.
Once Thanksgiving comes, it's considered the holiday season, right? It's the holiday season. Okay, here we are, the holiday season. Now the question is,
I watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer last night, bro.
I love Rudolph.
It's starting already.
Is it actually on regular? It used to be on CBS, just like
I tried. It was on CBS. Joey Cola was like, Rudolph's on, and I was like, all right, I'm in. Got nothing else to do on a Wednesday night.
Around Thanksgiving, I usually watch Charlie Brown's Halloween, the one that we get to rock and all of that.
Yeah, but I heard that wasn't on this year.
CBS sold it to Apple. And there's something
you told me that.
What is so wrong about having to pay $5 on Apple to watch Charlie Brown when all these years I grew up seeing that thing all the time? And I hope it's not the same thing's going to happen with all the holiday ones as well.
I don't care.
You don't? I do. I really do. I don't
care.
The tradition is gone. It feels like it's disappeared.
If you don't have those on cassette tape or DVD by now, you can buy those in the dollar bin at Walmart.
Now you tell me my lights are out.
Well, not the. You changed it. Look, you quickly changed your background because you had a Christmas tree with a red background before.
I wanted to get something. Look, it's not only Christmas; it's also
Hanukkah. Well, you have to do that. That's a public service announcement for you.
Oh, I got some great Jewish new jokes. I got some really Jewish.
As long as they're clean, we can do them.
Well, I'm not going to do any Jewish jokes right now, but I just want to say. I love the holidays, all the holidays. This is a great time of year. People get together, they eat, they drink, they party, they have fun. We're all good. And we have a lot of people coming in already. There was 1,300 people looking at us already. And there we go. Brian Papaleo, that's your brother.
Yo.
And look,
an echo on me.
Charlie Fisher is here, the little guy. Mr. Guys. Donald Nielsen, where? Yay. Oh, he's a ventriloquist. He's got a puppet there. And okay, very cool.
Scary puppet.
Hope he didn't win that background. Thank you very much. Well, I will win again on January 20th with this background. whatever that means.
Hey, just so you know, Johnny, I can hear myself.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I can hear a background, an echo.
Then you should just refresh and come back in, and I'll let you refresh.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to do that.
Okay, you do that. Bye. While you're doing that, I'll tell people what I plan on doing. So here's what I'm planning on doing for you guys tonight. everyone may not all be here yet, but I want to tell you that my favorite Christmas movie growing up, I saw as a kid in Brooklyn when I was a little kid, like 7 years old. And this Christmas movie, and I want you to hear this, Walt, this Christmas movie that was my favorite.
Better.
I still watch it every year after year after year. I have a copy of it right here. It came out in DVD much later down the road. Before that, I had to wait till Channel 11 or Channel 5 would play it at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. You're never going to guess my favorite. And if anyone guesses what it is, I will send them one free Andy doll, or I will send them, even better yet, my
bro, nobody wants those Andy dolls. You got to give them something better.
I will send this DVD, Just Laugh, which is a $20 DVD from justlaugh.org. It's all about comedy and the power of laughter.
Who's in it? Bobby Gonzo?
No, actually, Pat Cooper and Eli Wallach and
Eli Wallach?
Danny Aiello, Joel Osteen, Burt Long. There's a million great people in here.
Joel Osteen?
Yeah.
There's an evangelist.
Yeah, he's on. He talks about the power of laughter. Laughter is a very powerful thing. I mean, I could give you. Look, I have to wear glasses to tell you all the people are in here. Listen, the bottom line is, here we go.
All right.
Oh boy, Dr. John. Oh God, I was really fat back then. Ray Garvey's in there. Valerie Smaldone, Norman Cousins, Victoria Galasso, Burt Young, Reverend TK, Dr. Alex Einhorn. There's Andrea there's a whole bunch of people. Anyway, it's all about the power of laughter. If anyone guesses my favorite holiday movie, I will give you this or an Andy doll, a $20 value, mailed to your home for free. Okay? So that'll be, put it in the comments.
By you reading those names, you just made nobody want that.
Well, we shall see. If not, I will send you this. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll give it to you.
I'm going to take a guess. Can I take a guess at your movie?
Have I ever told you?
No.
All right, go ahead.
Gremlins.
No.
Oh, all right. Scrooge. Is it Scrooge with Bill Murray? All right, we'll find out. We're going to find out.
Rumpelstiltskin? All right, no.
Is it?
No, of course not. It's a movie. It's a little vague. It's actually very vague. I mean, the only person knows is my friend Bob Rumman knows, and my family. I mean, other than that, no one knows. All right, let's move along. Let's hit it.
Let's move along.
Because now we have only 900 people. We lost 500 of them with that rant. So, favorite holiday movie. So, Walt, I didn't look at these. You sent them to me, and
yes.
These are holiday movies. Somebody
movies or TV. Movies or TV?
Either movies or TV is fine.
Correct.
Somebody said, hello, hi, Walt Papaleo.
Hey, how are you, Rob?
How are you?
Don't know who he is.
His name is Robert Costelli.
Robert Costelli. I'm going to look him up.
Yeah. You won't have to go far. He's in jail. So you ready? Here's the first person.
That means he voted.
Here's the first. Here's what happens when you lose an election. No, I mean, that's not what did I show you this?
Oh.
He's making a holiday trick.
Little eggnog.
And by the way, this is what I look like after Thanksgiving dinner.
That's what I look like now.
Yeah, you look. I know we all have that little weight on us. Anyway, let's go hit the movies. You ready?
Come on,
movies
let's do it.
Television. Now, this is a list that was compiled by Walt and was sent to me from Walt. I have no idea what they are. First one up is, ready? Scrooge.
Horrible.
Yeah, I agree.
I wasn't a big fan of it.
Well, it's a musical.
Is that the musical? I'm talking, I couldn't find the old one where in black and white, the guy, he visits the ghosts of past, and I don't really care.
The story is actually terrifically fantastic. It's really, really good. But guess what? My wife is handing me something right now. No, it's not a bread.
I am buying it.
That's my hat for Christmas.
There you go. You got your ears.
Yeah, we can start coloring with this together and with a padded. So,
thank you, Dawn.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you, Dawn. So
she's a producer.
But the actual show and play, Scrooge, is really fantastic. If you think about it, I mean, the story is wonderful. It's a great classic story. This was maybe not done well with Albert Finney, but some of them, I even saw a play where a friend of mine played Scrooge, and it was great. It was just so much fun. You don't like the story.
Was a movie I will never watch again.
Well, that particular one, but it's
No,
okay.
I won't watch Scrooge.
None of them.
I
Scrooge.
know the story of Scrooge. I've never seen the movie of Scrooge.
Oh, all right. Well, there are some really good ones. Dan Nav says, "What's up, fellas?" Tony Fisher goes, he likes A Christmas Miracle.
Okay. Oh boy.
So let's pop another one real quick. Here we go.
Pop another one.
Jingle
Now,
All
this
the
was
Way
a funny
with Arnold
movie.
Schwarzenegger.
Funny movie.
You like it?
I liked it. I liked it, especially since I met Sinbad.
I met Arnold.
Have you?
Yeah, I never met Sinbad. He's a hard-working comic, though. I wouldn't mind meeting
That's
him.
where I met him.
This movie is nice, and it's in a nice kind of like goody, fashiony, old 1980 way, kind of.
Yeah, and you know what? It's like one of those movies. I don't look for it, but if it's on, I won't change the channel. It's a father who's looking for Turbo Man for his kid, the doll Turbo Man that nobody can get. I remember that. If you remember Cabbage Patch dolls, remember the Cabbage Patch Kid?
But I don't remember Turbo
get
Man.
One.
That was in the movie. I didn't know that. Okay.
Turbo Man was the doll that nobody could get their hands on. And Marvin wanted it, he was the mailman, which was Sinbad, and Schwarzenegger wanted it for his kid, and they were trying to go through black markets and everything for it. It was hilarious.
You remember?
Actually, Artie Lang was in that, I believe, also.
The word that comes to my mind is idiot savant. When I started hearing you pull that stuff out of your rear, that's pretty good. That's good. I like it. It's good. Yeah. All right, here we go. Night Before Christmas. I watched
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I wasn't. It was too dark and weird, and I'm not into this. But how about you?
Me too. A lot of people like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Tim Burton, I think he did one of the Batman movies, or like Edward Scissorhands or something like that. He's a kooky dude. But a lot of people look forward to this at Christmas time.
Yeah, I guess when you want your Illuminati fixed before the holidays, that's the thing to watch.
you gotta look in there for those signs of the Illuminati.
Yeah, that's right. But you know something? When I tell you what I like, it's it's almost silly and freakish too. So I guess it's not fair for me to judge this negatively, this $1 billion movie that everyone loves. When you hear what I like, here's another one. How does Grinch? Okay, the ultimate. Well, this is just a classic as well. And
I've seen this 1,000 times.
I've
seen it 1,000 times. I've seen it remade 2,000 times by Jim Carrey and whoever else.
Oh, Jim Carrey was great. I love that one. That's great.
Yeah, I mean,
really, Jim Carrey done really, really well. I think that's become like one of the classic Christmas films, don't you think?
If you saw the Jim Carrey one, you would realize that he was doing Sean Connery as the Grinch. It was like, I'm going to steal everything from Hotown.
I did meet Sean Connery too in the Bahamas. He lived next door to one of my clients.
You are a name dropper. I met Tom Cotter.
I mean, you're bringing up two people's names.
I met Tom Cotter in Target one time. You laughed, but I did.
I did. Let's see. Donald Nielsen said, that's a Christmas movie. Any holiday movie is good. Marty goes, no. Let's see. Donald O'Nielsen, my guess your favorite movie, John, is Die Hard. Guess what? It's not mine. Guess whose it is? You're the only person I know that brought up Die Hard. And by the way, I have some trivia questions here for you tonight.
For Die Hard?
Well, one of them is a Die Hard. Okay. And I thought about you when I saw this. You ready? Real quick. You want to do a quick trivia question? All right.
Give it to me.
I'll bring these up with Cotter as well. Maybe he'll Google this. You ready? You like these? This is my Santa Claus glasses.
Actually, they look like Mrs. Claus.
Thank you very much. All right. You ready?
Go ahead.
You're geeky enough to know this one. Okay. So
Not or no.
I think you're going to know this, but yeah, I don't know. All right. How many of the Die Hard movies take place during Christmas?
Well, the first one was at Nakatomi Plaza at Christmas. The second one was in the winter down in D.C. The third one was in the summertime. The fourth one, no. So I'm going to say two. The first two.
Idiot savant, I'm telling you.
The first two.
And by the way, I choose the word savant. All right. We'll give another one real quick. North Pole question. Which reindeer's name is also the name of the kitchen cleanser?
That is Comet.
Son of a gun. It's like, all right, I'm going to give you another one real quick. During the week of Christmas in 1963, this one is tough. Okay, you didn't know this was coming. Nobody knows I was going to do this. All right.
Year before I'm born.
Week of Christmas in 1963. What band had the #1 hit? Oh, this is too easy. I Want to Hold Your Hand.
I was going to say the Beatles, even if you didn't say I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Oh, were you really going to say the Beatles?
Yes. Why? Who else would you know was a band, a big band in 1963? You got to think outside the box when you're taking tests.
All right. I want to get, what holiday did the ancient Norse associate with the goddess of love? What holiday? I'm sorry, I read it wrong. What holiday plant did the ancient Norse associate with the goddess of love? By the way,
listen, it's got to be a poinsettia.
Right. If I had
it's got to be a poinsettia.
What's that?
It's got to be a poinsettia. Really? Christmas?
Mistletoe.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't think that was a plant.
I said I would have read it right if I had pancreatic cancer. That's pretty dark, isn't it, for the holidays? That really is. Yeah. All right.
Wah, 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 wah.
Moving.
All right, hit the next one.
By the way, guys, in the chat right now, we have 1,700 people watching us now. In the chat, yes, in the chat, anyone that guesses my favorite holiday movie will get a free Andy doll or a free Just Laugh DVD. Okay. All right.
There's a clue. There's a clue there too. It comes on at 2:00 in the morning, so it's not a prime time movie.
No, it's not. No, and it was hard to find. I mean, every Christmas season or holiday season, I would try to look for this movie, and it was always on, like, I don't know, channel 4 or 5 at like 3 in the morning, and I would stay up to watch it. And I saw
it Faces of Death?
No, that's my New Year.
My regular favorite movie.
Donald Nielsen knew that one. Okay, you ready? Let's pull up another one real quick, because I really want to bring Tom in. We're wasting time here, so I haven't seen Tom in so long. Okay. Everyone knows this one, right? Everyone knows this classic movie.
Gotta bring it up. Watch it at Thanksgiving. Watch it at Thanksgiving.
It's been around forever. It's great. It's just a great classic movie. It's funny. It's slapstick. It's awesome.
It's funny, but you know what? When you watched it and you're like, wow, look at all of those soldiers. But you see when they're pushing the buttons and lining them up to go out to fight the bogeymen, you see them. They're these stiff soldiers with really stiff legs, like wooden legs. And then when they're fighting the bogeymen, you see they're very agile. Right? You see their legs bending. You see their faces, the smiles on their faces. So
you're supposed to let go and just.
I did when I was a kid.
Yeah, you can't now. You're too analytical.
But now I try to find things wrong with stuff.
Look in the mirrors, right? We'll find everything wrong with it.
I'll find something.
I get you. But once again, music is provided by Ben Sound. Hey, once again, let's see real quickly. Let's see if anyone knows it. Okay, somebody gave Mina. Hello, Mina. Happy holidays. Is John Candy in it? No, I'm sorry. Miracle on 34th Street. No, I'm sorry.
That's a primetime movie. Never
Mina,
saw it.
it's Creepy Walt. Mistletoe only grows on oak trees. I didn't know that, Johnson. Mina.
Yeah, so it's a tree. That ain't a plant.
Let's see. They had to warm up. Okay, so nobody's gotten my movie correct. Find out my favorite movie. My DVD came out. As a matter of fact, I should give you guys a hint. What year it came out? I do have it here.
Give a hint.
You want a little hint?
Yeah. Wizard of Oz.
All right. Presented in full frame. Blah blah blah. Includes chapter search, interactive mirrors. Done. I don't want to tell you who produced it, I do have some information on this. You want to hear something really cool about this? Okay, here we go. Check it out. Cool Crap Christmas. It was released on December 3rd, 2020, I believe. And the film, if I tell you who it stars, it's no good.
Wait a minute. It was released in 2020?
It was re-released like for DVD. It's been out, it's been
just this like a couple days ago?
Yeah,
what'd you say?
No, I'm sorry. I'm incorrect. It was not released Well, 323. Once again,
That's like the date on your computer.
you know, I'm looking at the notes I made for Cool Crap. It says 12/3/2020.
Well, yeah, it was released today. Who still has a DVD player?
You're right. I don't know when it was released, but what I do know, if I tell you the person, that the artist that wrote it or the music that was in it, you can just Google it and you're in. So it's rated G. I'll tell you this: it has a running time of 89 minutes.
All right, which is an hour and a half.
I'll give you a hint that's offbeat. It is has something to do with. This is too good of a. It's even though it's deep. It's something to do with related to on a far-fetched Wonderama.
Listen to me. Why don't you just admit you do not want us? You don't want to give up the DVD, or you don't want to give an Andy doll.
I'd be more than happy to give up the DVD.
So, favorite movie, Laurel and Hardy. Okay, Marta.
All right. John's favorite Christmas movie is John Holmes Does Bad Mama Jama. Oh, damn. How did he get that?
Yeah. See, Brian, we owned a video store when we were growing up, our family, and Brian's pulling out all the names from the back room.
All right, we'll move on. Hey, let's do one more movie real quick and bring up Tom, because I do want to see Tom. I haven't spoken to him in a long time.
Come on, bring him up.
Tom is great and good guy, good family guy. All right, one more. Here's the classic movie. You ready? The classic movie everyone knows and loves. There we go.
I think that's on tonight.
It's on every night between now and the end of the year. It's on in the summer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great movie. This is a great movie. Catherine O'Hara's in it, the mother who was in she's in Schitt's Creek, which is a funny TV series, by the way.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? Oh, you got to watch that. It's a really funny series with Eugene Levy and his son Daniel Levy in it. But you want to know my favorite part of that movie without me getting political?
Yeah, please do not get political.
Yeah, when Donald Trump walked in and he met the little kid. He met what was his name? Not Anthony. What was his name? What was his name of that?
You actually forgot something? That's great. I love that.
No, it's Macaulay Culkin. His name was Kevin.
His name was Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin. You're right. All right, let's bring on Tom.
Bring him up. He's ready, man. Now he's ripe for this.
Wait till you see what he's wearing or not wearing.
So what did Kerry dress him in?
Kerry, yeah. Well, Kerry, I don't think wants to see him like this. I don't know if he's. Well, I'll bring him up anyway. I don't have written for Tom Cotter. However, I've worked with Tom Cotter, but embarrassingly enough, Tom would probably want to admit it. We've done so many one-nighters together for no money back several years ago. I remember doing with him one night. We had dinner in a restaurant in like Jersey City. We were eating flan, I think, at the end of the show, and it was like everyone. It was like a Spanish restaurant, a Portuguese or something, and it was like
on Newark Avenue.
Yeah, but he, one thing about Tom, whether he closed or opened, he always kills. He's a really strong, funny, clean comic with a 1-2 punch, and I have tremendous respect for Tom, and he's here today. So welcome the real funny Mr. Tom Cotter.
Tom Cotter.
He's the unknown Santa. Hey.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Good for him.
Wait a minute, he's muted. Let's see. It's not me, it's you. You have to unmute yourself there, Tom.
I'm muted. Thank you for having me on.
You're good. Thanks for coming.
I was on for about 10 seconds. It itched the whole time.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I've been watching closely. A couple of things. You mentioned Sinbad and Jingle All the Way. The guy just had a stroke. Did you know that?
Oh,
Sinbad? I did not know that.
I heard. Don't trust me. And
was it 1 year or 2?
Bogeyman. They're running from the Bogeyman. What's a bogey? You don't mean a boogeyman, do you?
No, bogey. They're called the Bogeymen.
Really?
I swear. Wow. I swear.
And, Joel Osteen in the Laughing All the Way discount.
It's justlaugh.org.
Yeah. He's laughing all the way to the bank. That's it.
Yes, he is.
Grinch Who Stole Christmas, best video, I think.
Which one?
Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the original, the animated.
The animated. Okay. Grinch Who
was that? Who was the guy who did the Grinch's voice in that?
Oh, I don't know. You're a mean one.
By the way, I got I want to ask you guys if you want to do them. I'll do them. I think it'll be kind of fun. But let's bring up a couple movies while we have Tom here. Do you mind?
Sure.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Okay. Switch me to the middle.
No, but I just want to. I'm going to switch you to the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
Tom put it over my face. I'm on the left. I'm liberal. You're okay. So this is This is interesting too, because by the way, Tom, I didn't pick any of these things. These are all Santa waltz. Okay. All right. Here it is. Next one up. Oh, I see. We switch it to the middle. I can't see Walt. That's really amazing. That
looks a little like me, though.
Back behind that screen. I hope you're not stroking.
Let me tell you something. This was the suckiest cartoon.
Agreed.
This one here, I brought that up because I hated it when it came on.
It's horrible animation. I agree. I don't like that claymation animation crap, really.
I do like the claymation animation crap. I mean, like the Gumby series and that kind of stuff. It was kind of cool. I really did like that when I was a kid. Yeah. No?
Davey and Goliath. I'll give you Davey and Goliath.
Davey and Goliath is kind of cool. But Davey... let me ask you a question. Speaking of this kind of stuff, do you remember Little Drummer Boy by two of the greatest singers in the world, really?
Bing Crosby and David Bowie.
How cool of a song.
What a great duet that is.
It really was. Yeah.
And then you find out later that Bing Crosby used to beat the hell out of his kids. And it really was.
But Tom Cotter is chock full of old, really.
Yeah.
He used to smack his kids around. Old
didn't know that. Did he really?
Oh yeah, look it up, Google it.
Was it with a little drummer stick?
Tom used to work for Dyfus. Used to work for Dyfus.
Yeah.
I love that collaboration though. That was like the first time that completely opposite worlds. You had Ziggy Stardust and Bing Crosby get together and do that song, and it's one of my favorite Christmas tunes to this day because of that.
Yeah, me too.
I just don't. I don't like the movie. I didn't like the movie. It was a waste of time.
All right, how about this baby?
Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer.
Now, look, everyone loves this, Walt, as you know. Everyone loves this homey, goody kind of movie. And what do you think?
I never saw it. I never saw it.
You guys like the Grinch. You know that? Both I don't like it.
I never saw the movie.
What do you like, ABBA? I mean, what do you like? You want to sing? What, you don't like it too either, Tom? Wasn't crazy about this.
I almost walked out on that movie, and I was on an airplane at the time. Tells you much. I like the movie. It's like all black and white. It's they colorized it, but I don't like the old animation. I mean, the old film. I like I like color, and I like.
I agree.
Yeah,
and black color matter. But this. Okay, now, all right. Let me just pop over to this real quick because everyone loves this, and I don't. And I don't want to be negative. I don't know the whole world. You know where I'm going with this one. You know where I'm going. What do you think?
Again, same thing. It's the old. I don't like the old film. I don't.
I never saw it. I never saw that one either.
Why are we doing a show about holiday movies and none of us like any of them? Like, what's the point?
I like Home Alone. I like to Jingle All the Way. The ones you already had before you had me on. I was.
Okay. All right.
That one, I never saw it. But I brought it on because I wanted to see if you liked it.
Okay. Burl Ives as the snowman. Hi, guy. I love that.
Yeah, that was Frosty.
That's Frosty the Snowman. That's great too.
By the way,
in college we drank to those. So in the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer thing, you would have to drink every time Rudolph's nose lit up, and so you were hammered at the end of a half-hour show. And then we did it with the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Every time that you heard the word "Who," you had to either do a shot or chug your beer. Hammered. I mean, hammered. You can't get through those shows. You know, every time you hear the Who, you don't know how many times the Who is on that stupid show. It's like 1,000 times.
Yeah,
that's great. Yeah. We should do that this holiday season. I love that. We should do that virtually right here.
Have me on next week. We'll do it.
Okay, we'll come
I'll do it on our keyboards.
Okay. Every time we say alt right, you take a drink. So this is interesting too. A Doggone Christmas featuring my ex-brother-in-law Troy Froman. I don't know what that means, Mina Levy.
I don't even think Mina Levy knows what that means.
Does that mean that there's a game room in Mount Airy Lodge type of comment, like in the middle of nowhere? I don't know what that means, unless it meant before she wrote A Doggone Christmas, my ex-brother-in-law. Before there was a Scrooge loved by. Hey, Scrooge with Bill Murray, great movie.
It's okay.
By the way, Bob Rumble.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It's unremarkable to me, but so be it.
Bob can do those voices of any of those people in that movie. He really can. Any of these movies, he could do all of these voices. It's just totally amazing. Moving quickly.
He must get laid all the time.
Yeah, he had a stroke. Frosty the Snowman.
There you go.
That's a killer, 100% killer. Everyone loves Frosty the Snowman.
Love it. Love it.
What was his favorite saying?
Frosty the Snowman saying? I don't know. What was it?
Whenever he woke up, it became lifelike.
Happy birthday.
You know why he was smiling all the time? Because he heard the snowblower was coming. Hello, everybody. Tom Cotter will be here all week.
How about
the
Santa Claus?
My kids like that.
Yeah.
Who's that? Tim Allen, right?
Yep.
Tim Allen. This is a really great movie. I don't know if you put this up on the.
No, I researched that. It's like one of the top 20 worst.
Yeah.
Get out of here. I love this movie.
I was not a fan.
Killer. Really? Okay, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Look.
Listen, Tom and I are going to cut you out of the show pretty soon.
It's Tom and Walt are the Grinches that stole Christmas. Yeah. Oh, wow. All right, let's see. Here we go. I'll give you another one. Here's the one we were just speaking about just a moment ago. There you go.
Frosty.
Kids,
Happy birthday.
Is this the one where they go see the land of misfit toys?
No, that's
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I always wanted to go to the land of. Is that where the kid wanted to be the dentist?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just kind of
his
loved
name?
the land of misfit toys as a kid. I thought that was something. I always wanted to go to the land of misfit toys.
That was the politically correct at the time in the 60s or 70s, that they were trying to tell you that, people who are handy capable are just as good as the rest of us.
Is that what they were trying to say? Is that what it was?
So I think they were saying just because people are different doesn't mean, they're bad and they shouldn't be banished to this island of misfit toys. I don't know.
I really wanted to go when as a kid. I kept thinking if I could go to the land of misfit toys, it'd be great. And then I had to become a comedian. So it's almost the same idea.
Same thing.
Here we go. Santa Claus is coming to town. What do you think?
My wife's favorite.
Your wife's favorite?
Because that has the heat miser, right? It has the heat miser and it has the cold thing, and they battle. Yeah.
All right. Yes, heat miser and cold miser, and I liked it, but I didn't like it because Santa Claus had red hair.
Yeah.
Kris Kringle.
Something wrong about a redheaded Santa. And is he red all over? It makes you think about it, the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, the drapes and the curtains.
You can't go wrong with this movie. You can't. You got to. All three of us agree on this.
Yeah.
Right. A Christmas Vacation. All of them are great, but the first one was the best.
I say the Vacation was the best.
Mm-hmm.
Then Christmas Vacation, then European Vacation. I think in that order. But you're right.
This is a holiday.
Back when Chevy Chase was funny. Really good.
It's just great. And the characters are so strong. What do you think, Will?
I liked it. I liked Vacation, but then I liked Vegas Vacation second. Vegas Vacation was good. I love Christmas Vacation, but it's not associated with the other three. I don't know if you know that.
No, I didn't.
So whenever you get a marathon of vacation movies, they never put Christmas Vacation in there because it's not associated with the other three.
I don't want to be politically incorrect, but Walt's favorite movie is Homo Alone.
Thanks.
I don't know why you think of that. All right, so how about this one?
It's not a Christmas movie.
Why is the Wizard of Oz in here, Walt?
It's always on during Christmas time.
No, it's not. What channel are you watching? Oh, 1972. What are you watching?
No, well, listen, first of all, Tom hated the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie because they were in black and white. He liked the middle when it was in color.
Yeah.
He's a racist. That's all it is. Now, here's the picture of those guys. There you go.
That's Rudolph, and that's the dude who became the dentist.
Let me ask you a question about this. I remember watching this, and every time watching it, thinking the same thing. He doesn't want his nose to light up. So I don't know if it was the Rudolph or one of the other ones. They take their little hoof and they.
It was his father.
It was his father, and he puts the dirt on his face. And I kept thinking as a kid, every single time I kept thinking, ew, maybe that's like dung from them that he's wiping all over his nose. It really made it dark and brown. It kept reminding me like he's brown nosing himself,
It's blackface. It's racist. He was putting blackface on the reindeer. Not nice.
You know what they do with that too? If you ever notice, he's talking when he has the red nose on, but then when they put that black stuff on his nose, he talks like this and he sounds like this. It's like he's got his nose covered.
Oh boy, look at it. I'm getting these great comments. Christmas Chronicles with Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Never saw it.
Never saw
Yeah,
it.
me neither.
Minnie, I love your picture though. That's nice.
Yeah, she's in Florida, so her name is Minnie Chester Levy. So, hey, do you mind if I ask you guys a couple of trivia questions? And by the way, I'm going to give this out one more time because as the time burns by here, if you guys, my favorite Christmas movie or holiday movie is right here. It's a DVD. Guess what it is? I will send you a free DVD of justlaugh.org or an Andy doll for free. $20 value sent to your house free. Postage paid. Somebody has a quick comment. Boris Karloff, the Grinch in the original cartoon version.
That's who it was, Boris Karloff. That's right, the Grinch.
Did the Grinch's voice?
Yes, but Jim Carrey did the James Bond version.
Okay.
But he did it.
All these trivia questions. We want to do one more. It's up to you guys. Tom,
Sure, let's do it.
you ready? I'm putting on my Mrs. Claus glasses. Okay, you ready, Walt?
Do we chime in? How do we?
Yeah, just feel free. Just spit it out. Whatever you like.
I got it. 6 inches.
Wrong. I'm sorry. It's much smaller.
Okay.
Christmas Carol. What Christmas character's eyes were made of coal?
Oh, that's Frosty.
Yep.
All right, 1 for 1. You ready? Holiday
Is this
tradition.
a kid's game?
Huh? Yeah, this is
Is a kid's game?
it's Christmas trivia.
All right, go ahead.
Ready?
Give me a hard one.
Hot. Talk to Tom.
He said,
Has anyone ever reached the North Pole in a snowmobile?
I would say no.
I'll say yes.
You're correct, Walt.
Damn.
That
You want to know why I said yes?
No. 'Cause he
Again,
said
I'm
no.
a good test taker. Why would they be asking that question?
Back-
Unless
did,
somebody did it.
did you do very well on tests when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Really? What do you do for a living? All right, so let me.
I'm a test
I
taker.
love when people say, "Yeah, he was really smart. He just didn't test well." Which means if you ask him a bunch of questions, he doesn't know the answers. He just doesn't test well.
He was really smart.
Hey,
He covered it fine.
just
I'm
doesn't
the
test
opposite of
well.
that. I'm the opposite of that.
All right, real quick, Walt, this is right up your alley. What Dukes of Hazzard died at the age of 77 on Christmas Day?
Wow.
Got
Boss
both
Hogg.
of you.
Whoever played Boss Hogg.
Denver Pyle.
Check it. Somebody.
Like Homer Pyle's daughter? Never heard of Denver Pyle.
He died at 77. Okay. Want to continue with this? All right, we'll do more.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, well, why not? It's going over so well.
All right. What is the third line in the first verse of "O Little Town of Bethlehem"? Wow, that's a tough one.
Wow, that is a tough one.
Yeah, no one's going to get that. Let me look at the comments. Rick Casal, the North Pole is not on land. Okay, it's not on land. Boy, okay, simple. Nobody grump
So
his
that
head.
question's thrown out. That's a bogus question. And Walt, I'm going to have to take that money away from you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yes, I think you will. It says above thy deep and dreamless sleep. All right, holiday tradition question. Is the tradition of hiding a pickle ornament on a Christmas tree originally an American or a German?
German.
Incorrect. It's American. All right.
Tom, you suck
under
at
protest.
trivia.
These are tough. Who plays Clark Griswold in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
We already discussed it.
All right. Yeah.
Every day.
According to the Gospel of Matthew, what did the wise men bring? Wow.
Frankincense, myrrh, and
Gold.
gold.
Look at you guys. Look at you guys. One more?
Yeah.
Yeah, one more.
The song "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" also wishes you a happy what?
New Year.
Very good. How much extra trash is created each year during Thanksgiving and New Year's Day? 3, 4, or 5 million tons? Now, by the way, with your logic, let Walt answer that with your logic.
Logic. The answer is always going to be in the middle if you don't know the answer.
So he's going to pick 4. I'm saying 5.
It's 5.
The end done?
Yeah.
All right.
He's not a good test taker.
I didn't say. Well, listen. A 70 is a good grade.
Baton rate. Okay. How did Clarence save George's life in the movie "It's a Wonderful Life"?
He
Never
was
saw it.
drowning, right? Didn't he save him from drowning?
Yeah, he jumped in the river first. Wow. All right, one more.
Life preserver.
How much does the average American plan to spend on Christmas gifts each year? $400,
$400
or $800?
What were the numbers?
$4, $8, or $6, $4, $6, or $800?
I'll say 4.
8.
800. By the way, I wish I was only spending 800. 800.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, that's what dinner doesn't. People. That's terrible. All right. I kind of like this. I like being the guy that knows the answers without having to think about it. I really like
You suck.
If I'm going to do, thank you, Mina. You got it. Mina just picked it up now. Boom. Yes, you're right. But a little bit too. See, we get that a second later, though. All right. One more, real quick. All right. What's Rudolph exclude?
Women never finish first. Go ahead, Peasy. I'm listening.
In your case,
yeah.
What was Rudolph excluded from because he had a red nose?
Reindeer Games.
Oh,
This was a great movie with Ben Affleck, by the way.
That movie?
Was that?
There's a movie called Reindeer Games.
Yeah, Ben Affleck's in it. It's a great movie.
Great movie. Great movie.
Yeah.
In years gone by, what did Santa's ride in Denmark? In years gone by, what did Santa ride in Denmark? I wouldn't have known this.
Asian hooker.
Really?
Farfanugan. I don't know.
A white horse. I had no idea. Okay. It's in the movie It's a Wonderful Life. What is always broken that George knows he needs to fix? I didn't
Clock.
know. Staircase banister. What country is the leading supplier of ice skates to the USA each year? This makes sense logically.
Iceland.
No.
Norway.
Canada. Kind of makes sense. All right, let's go hit another movie. By the way, nobody has put down in the chat what my favorite holiday movie was. And I'm going to have to give them a bigger hint in a few minutes more to see. All right, here's another Christmas movie. You ready?
Yep.
Oh, you see that flash? Did you see that?
Who was that?
That was my favorite Christmas movie. That's my favorite.
Me again.
I don't want to show it again.
No.
I want somebody to get it. All right, how about this? We'll go to this one. Boom.
Oh, talk about creepy animation. My kids love that, though. I watched that movie about 100 times because they love it.
Yes, I put it up there. I don't like it. I don't like Tom Hanks now. And why
don't you like Tom Hanks?
Yeah, what's about Tom Hanks? Tell us about it all on the air.
I don't like Tom Hanks being in kids' movies. I don't know. It's just a rumor.
This is almost as creepy as the Thomas the Train, where there's a face on the train and it talks and it comes at you and stuff. It's very.
Yeah.
When we were the kids, we had we did have retarded costume characters as role models as kids. We had Mickey Mouses and all this kind of stuff, and they were kind of goofy and weird. But today, it's gone to the point where it's like kind of freakish. I don't know. And that
video
movie,
game.
I mean, you look at our childhood, and then you look at the kids' childhood today, and then you wonder why the world's upside down.
Yeah.
Now, this is Walt's favorite movie, I think.
Oh,
and why is that your favorite holiday movie, Walt?
Well, that's actually my favorite movie of all time.
Okay.
But that's my favorite holiday movie because we're doing holiday movies tonight. I would do a whole movie on. I love the movie.
It's a great movie. I love that movie.
It's okay, but
you don't like it. You don't like it.
No, Polar Bear Express. That's not my favorite movie. Bad Santa's not my favorite movie.
Bad Santa's pretty good.
Krampus is. I did like Krampus, but Krampus. Thanks, Robert, but that's not my favorite. I'm gonna have to let in on my favorite movie. I should give more hints, right?
Yippee-ki-yay, mother. Yes.
Oh, here's another picture. A White Christmas. Okay, what do you guys think of this?
I know it's old, and I don't like old, so I'm going to contradict myself. I like that movie. That's got Bing Crosby in it,
and it's in Technicolor.
Yeah, and they're actually, it's got a heartwarming story, and it's nice. I like it.
Walt,
I like the music.
Okay, I'm going to leave my comment out of that.
I like
Elvis. It is racist, though. Dreaming of a white Christmas. That's why can't you dream of a black Christmas? What's wrong with that?
Can't now? Oh, you have to now.
It's all racist.
Yes, it's all Black Christmas. What's the difference between a Black Christmas and a White Christmas? Oh God, I just came up with a line I'm not going to say.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Not doing it. Not doing it.
Don't. You made him change his name.
Come to think of it, it's brilliantly funny. but I'm not going to do
You
it.
made him change his name. Do not come up with that answer.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm staying in the path of righteousness. My unclean eye is staying clean. All right, here's a hint of my favorite movie. I'm going to show a picture of the cast, and if you don't get it now, come on, people. Here it is.
I still don't get it.
Of course, you're not going to get it. I told you it's a vague movie. The only person in this chat that knows it is Bob Rumba, because I mentioned it to him yesterday.
Who is that? Who is that guy?
Which guy?
Is that Bobby Gonzo in the suit, in the Santa suit?
All right, so let's see.
I don't know that movie.
Anyone that guesses what it is, it's not Scrooged. What do you say? Pattern After Holiday Inn? No. Krampus? No. Nobody. Anyone guesses what my favorite movie is? Right there, we'll get a free Andy doll or a free DVD.
You better start throwing cash in.
Yeah, I mean, nobody. They don't know. They don't know. That's okay. That's all right. I bet you people would guess it. Maybe we shouldn't say anything and just let people try to figure it out later on in the chat. That's when the show ends. There you go. Knock it out. Here you go. John C. goes, Miracle on 34th Street. No, I'm sorry. That is incorrect.
Just face it, man. You're taking that DVD back upstairs with you, bro.
Bob knows what it is because Home was my favorite movie. And he says, I never saw it. And I said, I'll make a copy. And I sent it to him. Oh, I just put on the air. I made a copy of a movie. There you go. That's
arrested.
Good.
Robert
I had
Worth.
nothing to do with that.
Nope, it's not a Christmas Story. Nobody
Christmas
even
Story
knows.
is one of the movies I sent.
Wow, nobody knows what this movie is. That's amazing. There's a picture of it. I'm going to give it, once I say the name of the actor or actors inside this movie, they could Google it and right away you'll know what it is. As a matter of fact, when I was a kid, I went to the Fort Way Theater in Brooklyn, New York on 65th Street and Fort Hamilton Parkway. And my friend's mom worked in the, taking the tickets. So we got free tickets to come into the double feature. It was a double feature. And this was the movie that was playing. And as a 7-year-old little kid, I sat there and watched this movie. I remember thinking it was so cool. And now I look, and it's really a cheesy movie, but in the day, it was so cool. It was enjoyable. And it just struck me really hard. And it was one of I liked the song and I just kind of it hit me. You want to hear this?
I think he's trying to convince us.
I'm not convincing you. I'll go get the song. You two chat amongst yourselves. Go ahead.
Horrible. That's horrible. Tom, I could not find my jacket. I have a jacket just like it with Santa Clauses on it. And my wife put it somewhere and I can't find it.
I did this for you guys because he said we're going to talk about the Christmas stuff tonight.
That is awesome. You actually played the part of the Christmas part. But I was telling Peasy that that one time you were talking in Target and I heard, I was like, boy, I know that voice. I know that voice. I come around. It's Cotter with his 2 kids or 3 kids. I think they were sick that day or something.
Yeah, they're always sick. They're sick of me. I'm sick of them. He's
sick of them too. So here, you ready? And by the way, have you told them that I'm their real dad? This carrying. They figured it out. So here's the movie and here's the song that I remember that really struck me. Why am I telling you guys this baby stuff? I don't know, but I'm going to show it to you real quick. Here it is. And I'm playing this, by the way, not looking to break any copyright laws. This is just for actual. I just want to give you a heads up. The song that I'm playing right now is actually for. How am I doing this? I'm actually doing this just for
a game contest.
Yeah.
No wagering.
Here it is.
Now, how does that look? Looks fine, Mr. Whipple, but the way you're fastening everything down, you must be expecting Christmas to last the whole year round.
Imagine.
It's very low.
Christmas is springtime. Wouldn't the Easter Bunny be surprised?
Hey, Mr. Whipple, how about this?
Was it Hans Christian Andersen?
Not a bad idea.
His name is Paul Tripp.
Swimming in the afternoon, fireworks at night.
Oh, I hate to tell you, man. Nobody knows what this movie is.
That wasn't my idea.
All those in favor of having Christmas.
And it's your favorite.
No, in a Christmas movie.
But that's impossible, Mr.
I mean, it looks like a Christmas movie. I'll give them that.
One day.
Well, Davy.
With the poor little kids with the newspaper hats on.
Yeah, actually, it's one of those like Christmas was stolen kind of movies where, Santa Claus was being thrown out of his house because this Mr. Scrooge guy was coming to take all his money. He couldn't afford the rent, and these guys ended up trying to raise funds for him to have Christmas.
John, you could play half of the movie and nobody's gonna guess it. Who's that? The Avenger? What is that guy?
Yeah. It's freaking me out a little bit.
Patrick McNee? Why don't you just tell us?
All right, I'll tell you. It was a special movie to me, but apparently I'm like, I should be on medication. All right, let me shut it down. And by the way, just to let people know, that movie in the videos is called "Why Can't Every Day Be Christmas" by the artist Paul Tripp, licensed to YouTube right there, and that's all the information about it. Thank you very much. I'm just
John, you're so worried about getting sued.
I'm just doing this for historical reference. That's all. Underneath, the claim that I'm supposed to be under here. So essentially, yeah, the name of this movie was, and let me bring it up on the screen and show you guys. Here it is.
Christmas that almost wasn't.
Yeah, my favorite Christmas movie, The Christmas That Almost Wasn't. It's a great holiday movie. And by the way, who is in this movie? And that's why I brought up earlier about Paul Tripp was the artist that was the person that put this together. The film was directed by a guy named Rossano Brazzi. Yeah, I think he's Italian. And the story is based on a book written by Paul Tripp, who also adapted it for the screen and stars in the film. He's singing the song over there. And it was written by...
Are you reading this?
No, I have it in my head. It was written by...
You're a liar. Do you realize we've spent about 6 minutes on this stupid movie?
I'm just telling you, this movie to me, when I was a kid, was growing up, was like a really important movie. I just kind of liked it. And every holiday season, I watch it every holiday season.
I will bet not one person who's watching this show has ever seen that movie.
Yeah, well, there it goes. Rick Sal goes, he knows what it is. John, that's a creepy buddy. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. Did you watch this movie on shrooms?
I'll watch it on shrooms. That would be entertaining.
But I plan on doing that tonight. Yeah, I guess. Brian's and the other copy is bought. No one bought the other copy this day.
Wow, check out the humor in your brother, buddy. That's great.
Somehow. We got any more movies left?
I believe we have one or two more. Let's see.
He's probably getting close with that one.
Yeah, please.
That.
It's got to be better than that.
You think so? I don't know. Let's see. All right. Any more that we haven't done? But then again, just so you know, there it is.
Yes, oh my God. Now
favorite.
I have to watch that to see how sucky your childhood was.
Yeah, you don't want to know. I was raised in a cult. There we go.
Right. There you go. Great movie.
Anyone doesn't like this movie doesn't have a good sense of humor, right?
Yeah, you're a cyborg if you don't like that movie.
They play that literally an entire day on like TBS.
Yeah.
Time after time after time.
They filmed it in. The house is right in an inner city suburb of Cleveland. And my favorite is when the kid has to lick the pole and he gets
actually, Tom, I believe it's Indiana.
No, that they claim it's outside. It's in Cleveland.
Oh, really? I thought it was Indiana.
Yeah, it's a tourist attraction. You can actually go in the house.
I understand that the house is you could go in there and see the home and from the movie, and they sell the lamps with the legs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now you love the movie.
I love the movie.
I love the movie. Yeah, I love it.
All three of us. See that? We're all in agreement. That's the movie to watch for the holidays. Now,
Night Stalker was in it.
But nobody has brought up any of these holiday movies. What's going on over here with you guys? I mean, come on.
12 Crazy Nights, isn't that one from Adam Sandler? That's a Hanukkah movie. Actually,
it's really great. The 12 Crazy Nights. He took more on the map towards the general public, from my opinion. I mean, he just kind of really put it more on the map. December 10th starts Hanukkah this year. I know, because I'll be out there doing Hanukkah parties. That's right.
I still love the Hanukkah song. I love Adam Sandler when he sings. That's such a funny, great song. It
is a great song.
It is really great, and that
he
really
ruined it when he did the Thanksgiving song.
Yeah, well, you try to jump on your success, right?
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
His old college contract said he was. This is back in the early '90s when he was on Saturday Night Live. He would do a college for $30,000 without the guitar. Or no, I'm sorry, 35 without the guitar, or he was 30 grand with the guitar, because he knew he could chew the clock playing his songs, because everyone loved the songs that he did. So He said, I'm more expensive without the guitar than with the guitar. And he got tons of them. He'd do 2 a day. 70 grand.
Good story.
Who's better than that? Happy Heinz.
Yeah.
70 grand.
Yeah.
70 grand to sing it, to do stand-up comedy.
And that was, now Seinfeld gets $500,000. So
he does. I know he does.
Price, yeah.
I know somebody who paid him to do it over at West Point. It was $500,000.
Yeah.
250,000. How'd that happen?
Remember when Cosby was the #1 corporate act? He was crushing it, and his contract was I heard $100 grand back in the day.
It was $100 grand, as a matter of fact. I remember we had a gig with him in Florida, and he got $100 grand a night, and he had all kinds of stuff in his rider about what he wanted, all silly, stupid kind of. Yeah. That's
Hey, you guys don't sell yourself short. You guys can get $1 grand easy.
Yeah, thank you. We just have to work 100 shows.
Christmas, I might get $1 grand from my aunt, but that's about it.
Speaking of which, well, I'm looking here on this full quarter miracle. Look at that. The house, see, Bob, right. The house is in Indiana. That's correct.
It is?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Maybe. Well, there's a house in Cleveland that they claim was the movie. Google that.
Somebody Google that. Okay, we wrap present. That's pretty funny, actually. There we go. Drugged women. So, hey, speaking of which, what's up with you, Tom? I mean, we're almost at the end of this thing already, and I don't even know what's been going on. What do you have coming up? I know you were saying something about a pay-per-view or something. What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm doing a tour called the No Apologies Comedy Tour, and we're doing 5 shows in Florida. We're doing St. Pete, Orlando, Boca, and Lake Worth. And we had a 5th show, and they canceled it, and they apologized, which I thought was hysterical because it's the No Apology Comedy Tour. But it's Mitch Fattel, myself, Mark Riccadonna, and Aaron Berg. It's a lot of fun. We're doing that, and that'll be live streamed from those venues, plus a live audience, which is fun. But there hasn't been much going on because we, PZ and Walt, we're non-essential. They keep telling us we're non-essential. My mother-in-law prefers useless, but I hated being called non-essential for 9 months now. And finally,
tell me the names of comics on this again, because as you're naming these comics, that's a very diverse group of comedians. Like Aaron Berg is like a hard-hitting, fast-talking, New York put-downy kind of guy, really great comic. And then you said Mark
Riccadonna hangs out with Downey Jr., so that tells you everything you need to know about him.
But Mark, he's a great guy, but he's a clean, more cerebrally type act. And then who's the others? You said
Mitch Fattel.
I haven't seen Mitch in a lot of years. Now, Mitch was over here from like Old Bridge, New Jersey before he moved to LA, and he's got a huge following. He's very funny comic. It's funny when he used to open up for me and Bob Levy here doing one-nighters in bars. We never thought he would be a successful comic, and then he really punched it up and became really strong. Very great comic. Well, in years. Yeah. Please tell him I said hello. I haven't seen him in like literally 20 years.
I shall. And you say it's diverse. It's really 4 white short guys is all it is. And
I mean diverse in the type of acts that you have. Yeah. Usually most shows they crescendo up one at a time,
Yeah. So here's the question. Who's closing?
Yeah. What is the order?
We've done a couple of these, and just for flow, Aaron Berg hosts, and he's very difficult to follow as the host. He comes out hard hitting, as you say, and then it goes Riccadonna, Fattel, myself. But we might mix it up in Florida and move it around, and because any one of us could. No one wants to follow anybody on that show. So
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
I wonder where you would fit on that show, Peasy.
Oh, guess what?
I wonder where you would fit. Like third?
He can close that bad boy out. No one would want to follow him. No one ever wants to follow him.
We found the actual house in Cleveland.
He's still on that. He's still on that.
I don't have it in right? The Christmas Story house is in Cleveland. Tell Bob Rumby he's wrong. The Christmas Story house is an attraction and a museum in Cleveland, Ohio, Tremont neighborhood. The 19th century Victorian, which was used in the exterior and some of the interior shots of Ralphie Parker's home. It's 3159 West 11th Street, Cleveland, Ohio. Opens up 10 a.m. The number there is 216-298-4919. They're our new sponsor. All right.
Cleveland doesn't have a whole lot to hang its hat on, so please don't take that house away from them and put it in Indiana. They got the Rock and Roll Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
They got the Browns, perennial losers, and they got the house.
And Drew Carey. And they got Drew Carey.
Drew Carey. They got Drew Carey.
Drew Carey, who, by the way, I've met names. I met him several times. Good guy. Hey, listen. Speaking of which, when I think of Ohio, what do you think? I think of the comedy club. I used to work there many years ago. What is it, Tom?
In Cleveland?
Just outside of Cuyahoga Falls.
I don't, because there's two in Cleveland. There's an Improv, and then there's the one that Nick owns, Hilarities downtown.
Yeah, Hilarities. I remember doing Hilarities in Cuyahoga Falls. Where they had this fire. So, and they moved to a larger place. I never been back. I like those guys, Chef Tony and some other guy from Cleveland, Ohio.
I went to college in Ohio. I love Ohio. And Cleveland was the mistake on the lake, they used to call it. And it was, remember that when the river caught on fire, it was famous. So polluted that the river caught on fire. And now down that area, they call it the Flats by the water, is all their nightlife. And it's a lot of fun. And, you know, it's
Ohio's great. And the crowds are great. And you know what I like about Ohio? If you drive there, we drive through Pennsylvania to get there, and Pennsylvania is wavy, gravy, up and down. You want to throw up the whole way there because it's so wavy, great. And then you hit Ohio and Indiana and all that, and it's all like straight, flat, straight. It's like straight line. I like this, driving in a straight line with the music blast and the windows open. You know,
is that the road that they brought in all of the fake votes? Is that?
Well, that he went Ohio.
I'm sorry, we don't get political.
Political stuff, yeah. You know, Walt, I have to talk to you. You're a disaster. You're a disaster. I tell you.
I gotta tell you.
Hey, this has been too much fun. So, where could we? I guess if we want to see,
how do we get that stream?
Where do we see Tom Cotter?
That's me. And you can find me all over social media at Tom Cotter Comic. And this is really a fun one, guys. I do a fair amount of these. This one was actually fun. We had a nice quiz. We went over some nostalgia. We walked down memory lane. I saw a movie that I can't wait to see.
I'll send you a copy. I'm used to doing that. Burn off copies for people. So, you know, I'm sitting here in my basement.
Yeah, tuned in, by the way. That's good.
Walt, what's coming up next? What are we going to do next with it? Tom? And thank you for being here. Really, if people,
thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, I appreciate
next week we'll do this again, but we'll have Kerry on.
Much better, better eye candy. I can tell you that.
Better eye candy is right. I agree with you on that one. I'll give you that. But
thanks for coming on, Tom.
Thank you, guys.
Tell Kerry to stop calling me daily, and now that we've.
Why I order.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week, and see TomCotter.com. He's coming to Florida. What's the date, Tom?
Yeah. The 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th.
Mina is down there. Mina, the girl in the bikini, is down there.
Please
lives in Florida.
Nice. Yeah. Please see Tom, and you can catch him on TomCotter.com. You can catch me at JohnPeasy.com, and you can catch Walt in prison. Again, and we'll get you guys next week. It's been too much fun. Have a great holiday, no matter what you celebrate this week, guys.
Thanks.
Ciao for now.